Hello friends, in last lecture we see orbits and cycles. In this lecture we study every permutation as a product of disjoint cycles and odd and even permutation. Theorem: every permutation of a finite set is a product of disjoint cycles. Here, let B1, B2, let B1, B2, Br are orbits of sigma. Let mu I be the cycle defined by mu I of x is equal to sigma x for x belongs to Bi or x otherwise. Clearly, sigma can be written, that means each orbit convert into cycle, mu1, mu2, mu r, mu1, mu2, mu r. Since equivalence class orbits B1, B2, Br are disjoint, and so this mu1, mu2, mu r are disjoint cycles. Each orbit convert into cycle. Each orbit convert into, and orbits are disjoint. Orbits are disjoint because these are the equivalence classes. And in equivalence classes, there is no element in common. In equivalence classes, there is no element in common. Now, here example. Multiplication of disjoint cycles is commutative. Suppose here 2, 4, 1, 3, 5 belongs to this. 2 cycles belongs to S6. Now see here 2, 4, 1, 3, 5. Product of cycles like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here, see in this cycle, 1 goes to here 3. Here, if absent means those element is absent in this cycle, that means image of this element is same. Here 3 is absent, that means 3 goes to 3. Now write down 3 here. Now see here for 2. Here 2 is absent, that means 2 goes to here 2. Now check here. 2 goes to here 4. Now see here 3. Here 3 goes to 5. Here 5 is absent, that means 5 goes to 5. So 3 goes to 5. Now here 4 goes to 4. Here 4 goes to 2. Okay. Now here 5 goes to 1. Here 1 goes to 1. Here 6 goes to here 6. Here also 6 goes to 6. And another way, 1, 3, 5, 2, 4. Again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here 1 goes to 1. Here 1 goes to 3. Here 2 goes to 4. Here 4 goes to 4. Here 3 goes to 3. Here 3 goes to 5. Here 4 goes to 2. Here 2 goes to 2. See here 5 goes to 5. Here 5 goes to 1. And here 6 goes to 6. Here 6 goes to 6. This same permutation, that means product of disjoint cycles. Here cycles are disjoint. There is no common element. So product of disjoint cycle is commutative. Now if we take, suppose, another example like this. Like 1, 2, 3, 2, 4, 5 belongs to S3. Now take 1, 2, 3, 2, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. See here. Here 1 goes to 1, here 1 goes to 2. Here 2 goes to 4, here 4 goes to 4. Here 3 goes to 3, here 3 goes to 1. Here 4 goes to 5, here 5 goes to 5. Here 5 goes to 2, here 2 goes to 3. And here 6 goes to 6, 6 goes to 6, like this. Now another way, 2, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3 product. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here 1 goes to 2, here 2 goes to 4. Here 2 goes to 3, here 3 goes to 3. Here 3 goes to 1, here 1 goes to 1. Here 4 goes to 4, here 4 goes to 5. Here 5 goes to 5, here 5 goes to 2. Here 6 goes to 6, here 6 goes to 6. See here, these are not equal. These are not equal. And so, because here these are two cycles are not disjoint, here 2 is common. So these two cycles are not disjoint. That means if take a product of disjoint cycle, then it commutes. Product of disjoint cycles is commutative. Now, a next definition, number of elements in a cycle is called length of cycle. Definition. A cycle of length 2 is called transposition. A cycle of length length 2 is called transposition. It's called transposition. That means like this, 1, 2 is a transposition. Sigma is equal to A1, A2, suppose like this, AN is a cycle. Then this cycle can be written product of transposition. A1, AN, second transposition, A1, AN minus 1, and so on. A1, A3, A1, A2. If we take product of this transposition, we get this here from right to left. Here A1 goes to, first write down A1. Here A1 goes to A2. A2 goes to A1. A1 goes to A2. Here A2 goes to A2. A2 goes to A2. Write down A2. Now here A2 goes to here A1. Here A1 goes to A3. And now in this transposition A3 goes to A3. A3. Now here A3 goes to A3. Here A3 goes to A1. Again in this transposition A1 goes to A4. Now here A4 goes to A4 and so on like this. That means every permutation, every cycle can be written as a product of transposition, Now, here, corollary, any permutation of finite set, any permutation of a finite set at least two elements is a product of transposition. Is a product of here we know every permutation can be written as product of disjoint cycle. Product of disjoint cycles by above theorem. And by this expression, and each cycle can be written as a product of transposition. Product of transposition. And therefore, any permutation of finite set, at least two elements, can be written in product of transposition. Product of transposition. Here, for example, sigma is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then this can be written 1, 2, this transposition same. This is transposition. Now this can be written 3, 5 and 3, 4 like this. Okay. Now one theorem here. Theorem. No permutation in Sn. No permutation in Sn can be expressed as product of an even number of transpositions and as a product of an odd number of transpositions. Here, that means no permutation can be written as a product of even number of transpositions as well as odd number of transposition. Now, here we work with permutation. Of the n rows of identity matrix. Identity matrix rather than of the numbers. That means this matrix 1, 0 like this, 0, 0, 1 and so on. Here first for permutation 1, here 1 denotes first row, second row and so on n row. Here 1 goes to 2, that means interchange this 1 goes to 2, that means first row right in this row, that means in this place, and if we second change then second right here, like this. That means we work on the permutation of the n rows of identity matrix rather than the numbers. We know the identity matrix, the matrix determinant of the identity matrix is 1. Determinant of identity matrix is 1. If we interchange any two rows, then determinant, it changes the sign only. If we interchange any two rows, then determinant change the sign only. Okay? Let C be the matrix obtained by permutation sigma of the row. Let me see here like this. Here 1 0 0, for example 0 1 0 0 0 1, a sigma is equal to suppose 1 3 2. Then this is identity matrix. By permuting these rows, that means 1 goes to 3, 1 goes to 3 here, 1 0 0, okay, 3 goes to 2, that means 0 0 1, and 2 goes to 1 0 1 0, like this. This C is obtained by this way from identity matrix. If C can be obtained, if C could be obtained by both an even number and an odd number, by both an even number and an odd number of transposition, odd number of the rows. Then its determinant would have both 1 and -1. This is impossible. So sigma cannot be expressed as a sigma cannot be expressed as a product of an even number of transpositions and as a product of an odd number of transpositions. Okay, that means each permutation can be expressed as either odd number of transpositions or an even number of transpositions. Okay, we'll stop here. Thank you.